Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best hitch bike racks in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 9. Rocky Mounts West Slope 3. Rocky Mounts West Slope 3 combines a user-friendly tray design and generous 3-bike capacity at a reasonable cost. Similar to the quad transfer above, the rack is reasonably light, loads quickly and easily with ratcheting arms that secure over the front tire, and includes a tilt function to allow access your vehicle's rear hatch. To help with bike-to-bike interference, Rocky Mounts utilized a tiered design, which means each bike sits at a different height. Along with sturdy materials and a very intuitive instruction manual, there's a lot to like with the mid-range West Slope. We think the West Slope and Transfer hit a nice sweet spot in performance and value, but the Rocky Mounts build is undeniably basic. Our biggest gripe is that no locks are included with the rack. At minimum, we'd want a hitch lock to secure the West Slope to our vehicle's receiver. In addition, the tilt lever is hidden away and essentially unreachable if you have bikes already loaded up. And finally, the Rocky Mounts is a little limited in bike compatibility, with a max weight of 40 pounds and tire width of 3 inches. But if these complaints aren't deal breakers, the West Slope is a desirable option for families and group rides. Number 8. Thule Helium Platform. Thule's latest addition to their platform hitch collection is the high-end Helium. The well-sorted design is compatible with both 1.25 and 2-inch receivers, very secure with arms that quickly lock over the tires, and light enough to move in and out of a garage without too much effort. We've also been impressed with the Helium's sturdy and solid build, even loaded down with two 30-plus-pound mountain bikes on very bumpy Forest Service roads. The rack and bikes stayed in place with only minimal movement. Finally, everything about the Thule has a high-end look and feel to it, from the easy-to-use tilt lever to the metal trays and built-in cable locks. What the Helium is lacking, however, is versatility. With a weight capacity of only 37.5 pounds per bike, you won't be able to haul electric models or some heavier cruisers. In addition, there are no add-ons available, so 2 bikes are the max you can carry. And those with fat bikes will need to look elsewhere, as the Helium can't accommodate anything wider than a 3-inch tire. If you want a do-everything rack, we recommend the brand's T2 Pro XTR above. That said, there's no denying the Helium's quality and clean looks, and it's a perfectly fine match for those planning to just transport standard mountain and road bikes. Number 7. 1UP Recon Rack 6. 1UP Recon Rack 6 hitch bike rack for group rides, shuttling, tour companies, or if you simply want to maximize your carrying capacity, 1UP's Recon Rack 6 is worth a serious look. This unique hitch-mounted rack takes a different approach to carrying bikes. Its baskets hold the front wheel high while the rest of the bike hangs below. The standard baskets are able to carry 24 to 29-inch wheeled bikes, and the rack can accommodate 20-inch kids' bikes and fat bikes with different attachments. The main advantage to the Recon's design is that you can carry up to 6 bikes at once, and the vertical hanging position keeps them relatively stable and close to the back of the vehicle. What are the downsides of the Recon R6? The $1,400 price tag immediately limits its appeal to those that will truly utilize the large bike capacity. Further, the Recon's burly build is extremely heavy, which makes it difficult to set up and remove. Number 6. Thule EasyFold XT2. Reflecting the growing popularity of heavy e-bikes and large fat bikes, Thule released the EasyFold XT2. The big news here is the included ramps that allow you to push your bikes onto the platforms rather than having to lift them off the ground. The ramps are quick to deploy, do a nice job guiding the bikes up and down, and store easily on the rack while driving. In addition, the EasyFold is among the simplest to store. The platform's sides fold upwards in half and an integrated handle allows you to carry the rack short distances with one hand. With a load capacity of 130 pounds, the EasyFold checks all the boxes for a heavy hauler. What are the compromises with the EasyFold's design? To start, it's easily one of the most expensive ways to carry 2 bikes, and therefore is not a good value unless you need or want the ramps. Moreover, there's no option to add an extension to the XT2, which means that 2 bikes are your hard ceiling and you'll need to buy another rack if you want to carry more. But for e-bike owners who want an integrated and deployable ramp, and others who don't want to lift heavy bikes on and off their rack, the Thule EasyFold XT2 is the best option available. For a cheaper but less refined e-bike-ready alternative, check out Yakima's $699 on-ramp. Number 5. Rocky Mounts Backstage. When the Rocky Mounts Backstage was released, the rack created quite a stir in the industry. It was one of the first platform racks to incorporate a side-swinging mechanism into the design. And it's worth noting that this functionality still isn't available from big hitters like Yakima or Thule. Furthermore, the Backstage comes with many features you'd expect from a premium hitch rack: a cable lock, the ability to carry various types of bikes and wheel sizes, sturdy ratcheting arms, and quality materials and construction overall. Adding the swing-away functionality to a hitch-mounted rack does come with compromises. The Rocky Mounts Backstage is 10 to 20 pounds heavier than most other platform-style racks, and therefore you will not want to remove it from your vehicle very often. Another quibble we have is that the lock is not integrated into the rack, which is a handy feature that we appreciate on the Thule T2 Pro above and Yakima Dr. Tray below. If, however, you're looking for the ultimate in rear cargo access, the Backstage should be at the top of your list. Number 4. Yakima Ridgeback 4. Overall, we prefer the platform style for its ease of loading and superior all-around stability, but high-capacity hanging models are the clear leaders in terms of value. Among the options on the market, Yakima's Ridgeback is a longtime favorite. It features a durable build, reasonable price, and anti-sway design that limits bike movement while on the road. Further, we think Yakima has the best cradle system, which includes ratchet-style straps to securely hold the bike's top tube to the rack. Priced at a reasonable $399 for the 4-bike version, the Ridgeback offers double the capacity of the Thule T2 Pro above at just over half the cost. What's not to like with the hanging-style Ridgeback 4? An adapter is necessary to carry full suspension mountain bikes, step-through bikes, or smaller kids models, which adds a significant amount to the overall investment. Moreover, there is very little space between the bikes when they're loaded, which can lead to rubbing and damage to the paint. But it's hard to ignore the Ridgeback's track record of reliable performance, which makes it our top hanging hitch rack. Number 3. Swagman XC2. British Columbia-based Swagman lacks the brand recognition of Thule or Yakima, but their XC2 model is a smart choice for recreational riders on a budget. For a bargain basement $145, the Swagman XC2 features a highly adjustable tray system, sturdy and secure ratcheting arms, and a threaded hitch pin that keeps rack movement to a minimum. Perhaps best of all, the low 32-pound weight is easy to remove and install, and the small footprint takes up minimal space when off your vehicle. This rack certainly doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the more premium options above and below, but it will reliably transport your bikes from point A to point B. Given the low price point, there are bound to be shortcomings, and the Swagman XC2 has its fair share. The bike nearest the vehicle is quite challenging to load compared to other racks on this list. The release mechanism on the ratcheting arm is difficult to engage, and there are no locks included with your purchase. And after about 500 miles of use, which did include many miles of dusty gravel roads, the padded frame cradles managed to rub the paint completely off one of our bikes. If you're able to spend up, we recommend the $449 Quad Transfer V2 above, which addresses most of these issues. Number 2. Quad Transfer V2. There's no getting around the fact that quality platform-style racks are expensive, but those looking to save should check out Quad Transfer V2. This design shares a number of basic features with the Thule T2 above, including an attachment system that avoids frame contact and a tilting function that allows for access to the back of your vehicle. The latest version of the Transfer also is adjustable enough to fit a wide range of bike types and wheel sizes and can even accommodate a fat bike with an adapter. Plus, a one-bike add-on is available for a reasonable $159 to provide even more carrying abilities. Attractively priced at $449 and weighing a reasonable 37 pounds, there's a whole lot to like about the Transfer V2. What do you give up by saving with the Quad? Compared to the Thule T2 and Quad's own NV 2.0 below, the materials and build quality are a step down. For example, While the Transfer 2 has a steel frame and they've upgraded the hitch design with the V2 model, the rack still is more prone to movement on bumpy roads. And there's less side-to-side adjustability to limit potential contact between bike frames. That said, the Transfer packs in a surprising number of features for the price, including a solid weight capacity, 60 pounds per bike for the 2-inch receiver model, and cable locks. In the end, dedicated cyclists will be better off with the higher-end Thule, but if you're willing to make a few compromises, the Quad offers a whole lot of bang for your buck. Number 1. Thule T2 Pro XTR. Thule recently updated their popular T2 Pro, but the latest model retains its title as our favorite all-around hitch-mounted rack thanks to its complete feature set and premium build. Taking the place of the top-selling XT, the XTR adds a set of wheels at the base for easier shuttling to and from a garage, but the rest of the design remains exactly the same. The T2 Pro's user-friendly tilt feature is best in class, providing quick and easy access to the rear of the vehicle, and its versatile carrying system accommodates everything from fat bikes to 20-inch kids models. At $800, the T2 Pro certainly isn't cheap, nor is it particularly light at over 50 pounds, but its sturdy, long-lasting design is ideal for committed riders. Hitch racks is a competitive space, but what really sets the T2 Pro XTR apart from the field is material quality and the sheer number of features it offers. Simply put, this rack does it all. Its expanding wedge attachment system makes for a wobble-free connection, the 60-pound weight capacity means you can haul nearly all bike styles, and you get ample clearance from your vehicle and between bikes. Plus, the optional 2-bike add-on doubles its capacity. And as mentioned above, all of the components on the Thule are extremely well made, which makes the investment worth it over time. As proof, our original T2 Pro XT is still in fantastic shape after about 3 years of